Agree.
Um, so you said you want to do this with or for your mom, right?
Ideally, yeah, yeah, for my mom, yeah.
Yeah. So what's up with your mom? What are the problems?
So, I mean, the problems are is that the short-term memory, and so just general forgetfulness, as well as that, we took her to a specialist. We haven't had a concrete diagnosis yet, but the specialist said she thinks it may be depression. It may be.
I mean, with depression, it's mostly like you're telling the doctor that you're depressed, and then the doctor tells you you are having a depression.
Yeah, yeah,
So it's the question is, does she feel depressed? Yeah, is she often in a does she feel sad, for example?
yes,
Usually you're talking about a period of at least 2 weeks. More than 2 weeks usually, yeah, defined as depression.
definitely more than 2 weeks. Definitely.
And she feels sad without any specific reason.
Yes. Well, I mean,
Since when?
a long time.
So means not just months, more
Probably years.
years. Oh shit. Okay. Um.
Probably more. I mean, more than a year.
What about self confidence?
Low.
Very low. So she always talks about I can't do this. I'm worthless. I
Yeah,
don't
exactly.
know how to get on.
Yeah, she lacks confidence in the sense that she won't apply for jobs, for example, or she keeps herself now to herself. So she isolates herself. She's very apologetic. When she rings, she says, "I'm so sorry for disturbing you," and all this kind of thing. And yeah, so low self confidence.
So isolating means social contacts are
Low.
reduced. Yeah.
Very much so. Yeah, very very
What
much.
was it ever better?
Was it better? Yeah, because mum used to be quite central in the community where she lives, so she'd organise things like quiz evenings, social get-togethers. She used to be the one in the middle of everything, and now she's just at home.
Okay. Okay. And is it worse during winter?
Yes,
You know.
yes, definitely, because she complains about the obviously the cold, the long the the long nights, and
Yeah. Yeah.
the short days.
Yeah. Darkness. Yeah. Okay. I'm a. I'm not a doctor. Yeah.
You
But
sound very much like a doctor. I feel like I'm seeing a doctor here.
yeah, but that's for sure depression. I'm a, you can now talk about which degree of depression, but from this what you told me, it's definitely uh, um, it changed already her habits. It's permanent, not just 2 weeks, and it's influential to her daily life. Yeah, so it's I would say it's at least a mid mid degree depression. Yeah,
Hmm. Yeah,
something I was coping with as well. Yeah? It's very similar to this. Um, does she have any physical problems? Any other health problems?
yeah. She has something called sarcoidosis.
Oh shit.
Have you heard of that? So basically, what that does, it affects it's an immunodeficiency disease kind of thing. No, actually, no. Yeah, it kind of because what it does, it breaks down the tissue of your lungs. It causes
Okay.
scarring and breakdown of your lungs, and I mean, it is possible to die from it, um, but you get very ill. And
What's called COPD?
sarcoidosis, sarcoid. Let me spell it. But basically, she's had this for years, right? And the doctors said she'd be on steroids for the rest of her life, right? But what she did, this was about 18 years ago. She changed her diet. She changed from eating meat. She completely cut meat out of her diet, and she changed to a vegetarian diet. And the sarcoidosis went into remission.
Okay.
So she's controlled it with her diet because now she doesn't have to take the steroids at all.
So she's purely vegetarian.
Yes, she is. Yeah.
Um, does she eat fish?
Uh, yeah, from time to time. I suppose you could say she's pescatarian.
Um, okay. So pescatarian means she still eats fish,
It
right?
still eats fish. Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Um, in terms of diet, what does she usually eat? Is she always cooking by herself or
Yes.
around?
Always cooks by herself. What kind of foods does she eat? She eats things like broccoli, plantain, rice, potatoes, yams, green.
So have a wide diet, yeah. So that's fine.
Yeah, it's pretty wide. Yeah, it's pretty varied. Yeah,
And seafood, yeah. So then it's fine.
seafood and lentils, that kind of thing, and
Okay.
beans.
And her well-being improved since she changed the diet.
It definitely did. Yeah, it definitely did.
Um, so usually experts say vegetarian vegetarian diet is okay, as long as you have a very wide diet and you don't you cook by yourself and so on, then it's fine and it's always fresh.
Hmm.
Usually with ladies when they uh, cut out meat, and they sometimes have a problem with iron, yeah, iron deficiency.
Hmm. That's a good point, actually. Yeah.
So iron is usually also sometimes a reason why people feeling a bit uh, down or without energy.
Hmm.
Yeah. However, I mean you can supplement iron pretty easy,
Yeah.
but best is usually to have meat. Yeah. Um, But I mean, if she feels better without, that's fine as well. You can get it with a very wide diet usually as well.
Hmm.
So sometimes there are some B vitamins which are missing when you have no meat as well. But hey,
B12.
that's yeah, exactly. Um, but this is not usually a reason why you become depressed. Has there something happened in her life? Did she get, I don't know, divorced? Did somebody die, or did she lose a job, or
Lots of things. It's very complicated. I mean, I think one thing that's triggered it is that me and my because we grew up with a single mom, single parent. So one of the things that happened is that me and my sister, obviously, after we'd finished university, my sister went to London and then America, and then I went to London. So I think that may have had an impact. But there's also other things that we could point to as well,
okay?
like divorce, for example, which happened.
Because I mean, um, there's so many, you know, there's so many reasons why you can become depressed. It's similar to an allergy, yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah? And usually when a doctor doesn't know what's happening, then they say it's psychosomatic. Yeah, because it's kind
Hmm.
of a collection of everything what is out of their vision.
Yes.
So for sure it can come from a physical thing. Yeah. So for example, your damn it, right? I just had it in my mind.
Oh, that's okay. That's all right.
Give me a second. Um, uh, ha- Haroid, Pteroid, yeah,
Thyroid.
thyroid, yeah, exactly. When you, for example, when your thyroid doesn't function properly, yeah, it can lead to depression,
Right.
yeah. So she should definitely check her thyroid. In particular, for older women, can happen. Um,
Yeah. And she's 70 this year.
oh yeah. Um, so iron won't be that much of a problem anymore.
Why is that?
Yeah, after menopause, and I guess with 17 she passed it.
Yes, yeah. So iron is not the problem anymore. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, not that much because they don't lose the blood anymore, right? So
Of course. Oh, I see what you mean. Okay, got you. Got you.
that's, so she should definitely check her thyroid. This
Right.
can lead to something. Usually it's a blood test.
Uh huh.
If they're doing blood tests, then they might want to check for maybe iron as well. It's not expensive, yeah. So if she needs to pay it by herself, iron doesn't cost that much.
Mhm.
Um, you can also check vitamin D if you're once doing it.
Mhm.
Um, gives you at least an idea where you're staying. Um, a doctor will tell you you need an iron uh, score, no iron.
Deficiency score.
Oh, no, score. You call it score?
Yeah, you could call it a score. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. No, a doctor would say you need at least 20. That's generally right because below 20 you get severe problems with your bones. But if you want to fight other diseases like or conditions like depression or autoimmune diseases, you should look for a score between 40 and 60, and
Mhm.
then it's milliliters per liter.
Okay.
So that's 40 to 60. That would be best. Um, yeah. So what I would what I would definitely try to do without any side effects, yeah, coming out of this, yeah.
Mhm.
Um, she should try in summer to expose more to the sun. So going out, doing, becoming a bit more active. I know that's fucking difficult for people who can't get out of bed. Yeah, in
Yeah.
winter.
Yeah.
So if you try to create something like a day routine with something like, okay, you have maybe one or two days,
What
and
day?
cheat days,
Cheat
where
days.
you can cheat, yeah, something like a
Okay.
diet.
Got
So
you.
if you
Yeah.
say, I want to do something like that
Uh huh.
on a daily basis,
Mhm.
but if I feel really bad, then I have 2 days during the week where I can cheat.
Got you. Okay.
It gives, on the one hand, the opportunity to get back to a routine, and on the other hand, it gives the people the opportunity to pull out when it's becoming really bad, so they don't feel too much pressure.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah, so that's trying to strike the balance. Um, so generally, becoming a bit more active from the uh, physical side is pretty important
Yeah, I agree.
for different reasons. Yeah, um, sport is producing a lot of neurotransmitters, and they just, on the one hand, make you feel better, and on the other hand, help you to become a bit more active. Yeah?
Mhm.
So it's a kind of
There's a cycle going on there.
cycle, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a bit bad. Okay, but so they need to break the cycle, and usually you start creating this kind of a routine. If she's 17, I don't think that she's doing a lot of sport. I guess she's not doing any sport, right?
Well, she's quite. I mean, she's quite a fit 70, and you would, if you looked at her. Like, I mean, look at me for example. I don't look 40, do I? So I got the same genes. I got the genes. She she does things like walking. She used to do walking quite regularly. She has a walking group.
She stopped doing that.
I think she did. Yeah, she stopped doing that, and she used to do yoga as well.
Oh, yeah, that's even better.
Yeah.
So the question is always how to get to the optimum. Yeah. Um, I mean, you can say you should do at least uh, uh, four workouts a week on cardio, and at least one on yeah for muscles. Yeah, but
Hmm.
that's the optimum. You
Yeah.
don't get there from one night to another. Yeah, and if you put these kind of recommendations on on somebody who's depressed and can't really do these things, then they feel too much pressure and they stop doing everything.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's what's happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's better to say, okay, uh, let's think about how she can get back into walking on a daily basis. Yeah. And then she maybe has 2 cheat days during the week.
Hmm.
And best is to implement this into a specific day routine. So to say, okay, you always get up at, let's say, 8 o'clock,
Right.
get yourself ready, and then you walk for 30 minutes.
Right.
Yeah. So a day routine is very important, and depending on her situation, that's very difficult to see because I was talking to some sleep experts. Sometimes sleep deprivation is good. Yeah, so reduce sleep, and sometimes it's better to sleep more.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
very difficult to see. So best is actually to check both.
Right. Check the amount of sleep she's getting.
Yeah, yeah. So to check what she feels better with.
Right.
Yeah, and she should always compare this with the moment when she felt fine. Yeah, so maybe a few days back. So a few days back, she maybe could handle her, her day routine with 7 hours of sleep or 8 hours of sleep. So she should try to get back to this, yeah,
Hmm.
and to try to create a routine, not sleeping very long one day and one day getting up very early, trying to have this routine on a permanent basis.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay.
It's interesting because these sleep experts told me that in that moment when you sleep very long, even during the day, when you sleep longer than, let's say, 45 minutes, you're getting into this REM phase.
Rapid eye movement.
Yes, exactly.
Uh
And
huh.
this rapid eye movement phase is actually changing your serotonin household.
Wow. Oh
Yeah,
my God.
which is no problem for a healthy person. But if you're depressed, then it's taking away the serotonin, and the serotonin is what makes you feel kind of calm. Yeah?
Got you. Okay.
So that's already important. And yeah, so I would try to start with this, yeah, saying, okay, getting up at that time and then getting yourself ready. It's very important that these people get themselves ready because when at the later stage of depression, they keep being in this, yeah, pajama mood. Yeah, they don't get themselves ready. They don't go out anymore. They permanently, yeah, are on this level. I'm going to bed. I'm getting out of bed. I'm getting.
Right.
So it's important to get out of bed, getting themselves ready, and then trying to, yeah, go for a walk. I guess that's the first stage.
Mm-hmm.
Then later, maybe saying, okay, go for, yeah, a walk which is a bit longer. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe even doing some more workouts which are for um,
So like
mus-
muscle exercises.
cardio. What's the opposite of cardio?
Um. So you said muscle exercises. I mean, cardio is more to do with obviously
Yeah, yeah,
the
exactly.
breathing,
So you
but
start with cardio and then later on go into muscle exercise.
stretching, even stretching, would that work? Stretching muscles, or do you mean building muscles?
It's more about building muscle.
Right.
There's some courses for elder people as well. So it depends on how fit she is.
Right.
But I would do this at a later stage, yeah,
Okay.
because muscles are important for your well-being as well. It's very interesting. Yesterday I was watching um, um, a talk about this, and they said the muscles are actually also producing specific kind of hormones which are needed in the entire body.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't have these hormones, you lack of specific things. So it, the problem is that mostly that if your body lacks of specific things, it can compensate it. But if it lacks of too many things, yeah, which can be due to so many reasons, yeah, then you start getting any illnesses,
Hmm.
and this could be depression as well. Um, so the sports bit is one category. Then the social bit is pretty important as well.
Yeah.
So I guess in the beginning it's difficult, but at a later stage she should try to add other people during the walk. Yeah. So maybe she can do this together with somebody else, or yoga is very good for this. Yeah, permanently with other people.
Well, she was part of a walking group.
That's
Yeah.
ideal.
Yeah. But I think what has happened is that I think she's got into the cycle of she doesn't have a routine. You mean you talked about the routine? She doesn't have the routine, and she.
That's the most important bit, and I don't think that she can manage it to get under people in the beginning. So I would try to do this in the next phase.
Sorry, what was that, Gordon?
I would try to um, uh, start with a day routine without other people,
Right. Okay.
then getting back to this walking group setup at a later stage,
Got you. Okay.
which
Okay.
suits it better.
Right.
Um, so that's the social bit.
Hmm.
She should also try to have a social interaction every day. Does she live alone, or
Yeah, she does live alone. Yeah.
yeah? So she should have a social interaction actually every day if that's possible. Uh, Sometimes it's enough by phone. I guess for the beginning that's okay.
Mhm. Which she
Yeah.
does. We call her every day.
Ah, perfect. That's good.
Yeah.
And later, then you start doing this face to face, first with people she's familiar with, and then with the walking group, people she's less familiar with.
Hmm.
Um, Sleep, we were talking about this. She should have this day routine. Does she sleep during the day as well?
I don't know, to be honest. She didn't used to sleep during the day because she's used to be quite active. Maybe she does. It's difficult to know for certain.
If she does, I mean, you can ask her, right? She will tell
Yeah.
you. Um, she shouldn't sleep more than 45 minutes.
Right.
Usually, the typical nap what people doing during the day is 30 minutes, yeah. But if you're depressed, if you feel really tired, yeah, sometimes you sleep much longer.
Yeah.
So I had days where I slept 90 minutes, 2 hours during the day, and 9 to 10 hours during the night.
Wow. Okay.
Just sleeping. Yeah, but I do not know how it's sleep now. So and then diet. Um, she's already pretty selective on the diet, right? So she's cooking by herself, looking for vegetables, yeah,
That's
looking
right.
for quality. So I believe that's more or less okay. What I would add are two different things, and you can't do something wrong with this, yeah. And this is what I already sent you. On the one hand, the vitamin D, yeah, and on the other hand, the omega 3 fatty acids.
Hmm.
Both in some studies it helps specific people against depression, but in combination it's even better. Yeah, for me, I mean I was trying a lot, but this was for me the game changer, which doesn't mean that this is going to be the game changer for your mom.
Mm.
Yeah, but it could be helpful.
Yes.
Um, so with vitamin D, I gave you this oil, right? Uh, she should try to start with a higher dose. Yeah, I mean depending on who's giving the recommendation, the initial dose is 20 to 30,000 UIs per day.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Okay, that's high. Okay.
yeah.
20
Um,
to 30,000.
and then you can do this for 4 weeks. Yeah, and I believe if she's getting a doctor's appointment, and then they're going to do the blood testing and the thyroid testing and so on, um, then it will be in 4 weeks or 5 weeks anyway, right?
Hmm.
If you're now usually takes longer to get a doctor's appointment, right?
Well, to be honest, she can get one quite quickly.
Oh,
Yeah, she can usually get one quite quickly where she is. So, I mean, we can do it once we start with the vitamin D and the omega 3. She's got it now. She's received it in the post. We can just book ahead a 4 week appointment and just
yeah, but I
yeah.
mean that doesn't matter. You can still if she gets an appointment on shorthand, I would I would do this right away, yeah, and then afterwards starting with the vitamin D supplementation,
Okay,
because then you got a score which is where it's currently.
the baseline.
From this what you told me, yeah, it will be quite low, yeah, just because you create vitamin D from the sun,
Mhm.
and if she's not going out anymore, and because it's winter time anyway, it's going to be very low. Yeah,
Mhm. Mhm.
I believe it will be a score below 30. Yeah.
Mhm.
So the doctor would say, oh, it's not necessarily a problem, but best is to get a score to 60. Yeah.
Right.
Um,
Okay.
and so maybe do this, and afterwards you can start um, vitamin D supplementation um, with, yeah, let's be conservative, 20,000 units. You bought exactly this what I was recommending you.
Exactly what you
Yeah,
recommended. Yeah.
so that's that has 5,000 units per drop, so means 4 drops a day.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
um, that's that's not a problem at all.
4 drops per day.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's tasteless, it's odorless. Yeah, so she doesn't feel bad. She doesn't have a problem with swallowing it. Yeah, so
No. No, nothing like that.
I prefer this over. No, no, I mean, if you have pills, for example,
Yeah. Exactly.
you
Yeah.
can't really swallow this. Yeah.
Yeah.
And with the vitamin with the omega 3 fatty acids, she can use it for cooking. Yeah, it
Okay.
has a yeah it has a slight fishy lemon taste.
Mhm.
Yeah, um, and it's the basis is olive oil.
Olive oil. Yeah. Yeah.
Um, so it's you need to think about how you can combine it with other meals, but you can actually use it for cooking. Yeah. Um,
Mhm.
she should have one tablespoon a day.
1 tablespoon.
Yeah, exactly. And then she can kind of uh, yeah combine it with her daily diet, so it doesn't feel for her that she's using medicine or something like that.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's it's just a supplementation for specific things she's not getting anymore, um, because of change in diet and because of change in day routine. Yeah,
Mhm. Mhm.
so that's no problem. She should just not. But I mean, she's not having need anymore, so she's not necessary. She shouldn't necessarily use the oil for frying. Yeah?
Right. Okay.
So because if it's becoming too hot over time, then it's destroying
It
the.
changes characteristic. Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Um, the the bottle for omega 3 fatty acids will last almost a month. When you're having a tablespoon a day,
Mhm.
and uh, if you take 4 drops um, of the vitamin D, it will last still 3 months. uh,
3 months. Okay.
300 drops are inside.
And you said take 4 drops
So yeah,
for
so
4 weeks. Was it?
yeah, exactly. So try to do this for the first 4 weeks. Yeah, so
Mhm.
means a tablespoon of omega 3 fatty acids, 4 drops a day from the vitamin D. Yeah, um, trying to get back into the day routine, so getting yourself ready every day at the same time, and then going out for maybe. Let's start with let's see what she can do. Yeah, if she can do 30 minutes, that's great. If she can do less, then start with less. Don't put too much pressure.
Okay.
Yeah, and allow her to cheat maybe for 1 or 2 days, not more, because she needs to get back into routine,
Mm-hmm.
but not too much pressure.
Okay.
Yeah? Um, yeah, and then if you're already talking to her every day on the phone, uh, try to try to introduce her to the idea to meet people every day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, depending on her mood and her situation.
Mm-hmm.
I guess this is already something what will create a change within 4 weeks. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Um, if it's not creating a change within 4 weeks, I would definitely recommend to go to um, psychologist. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Because the next point is um, this what we were talking about is all for a typical healthy person who get into a wrong shape. Yeah,
Right.
there's some other mental reasons why you're getting into depression, and one can be that you have a problem with what happened in the past, with your current situation, and so on. And when this problem lasts for a very long time, it kind of drains you. You know? And if you have a psychologist and you get into psychotherapy, you can actually treat or help process this problem from the source.
Right.
Yeah. Um, Maybe that's something what you should do right away, because when you say there were some problems and she couldn't adjust to this
Mm-hmm.
over a long time, then I guess she's already at the point where she's actually dealing with specific problems over a long time and can't solve this by herself.
Yeah, I think me and my sister have reached the point where we think she should have some sort of intervention. So
Yeah.
I think this, alongside what you're saying, would.
Um, Psychologists are pretty quick with giving you. Um, I know. I do not know how it's in the UK. In Germany, you have psychologists and psychotherapists.
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 Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So therapists, they don't give you any medicine. Yeah, they just talk with you and try to give you the right behavior and so on.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no harm. With a psychologists, they give you medicine.
Right.
Yeah? And the medicine is mostly SSRIs, selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors. And if you are in a really depressed stage, it sometimes helps you to push you out of this.
Mm-hmm.
Can be taken for 6 months, not longer. And I would highly recommend not to do this if she's getting out of this by herself. But what these SSRIs are doing is they're kind of, yeah, no, they're doing something with the brain, and afterwards, it will take around 4 to 6 weeks as well. You feel better, and nobody knows why. That's the funny thing.
That is strange.
Yeah. So it's just, yeah, if you're looking into pharma industry generally, you notice that this kind of behavior is not strange at all.
Mm-hmm.
It's just they always tell you that. So in a really bad mental stage, it's something like the last possible intervention. But I would really try to not to do this, because the the number of side effects are immense, and
Okay. I
they
was going to ask you. Yeah.
are sometimes permanent. Yeah? And you could actually come to a point where um, you feel kind of good with the medicine, but without the medicine, you can't handle it at all.
So you became dependent.
Yeah. So yeah, uh, yeah. So dependency is usually used for somebody who's getting cramps and so on. Yeah. But at that moment, it's actually that you're becoming even worse depression when you're not having it anymore. Yeah. So the withdrawal symptoms are quite severe sometimes, in particular when you're taking it longer than 6 months.
Did you have any of those yourself, or did you take any of those medicines?
Yeah, so that's one of the most common ones, citalopram.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hmm.
they they usually start with giving you 10 milligram, and then later on, when you when you don't have severe side effects after 2 weeks, you you take twice the amount, so 20 milligrams. Yeah, and it will still take you 4 to 6 weeks until you have a full effect. So just
Oh wow.
that's these are the side effects. And if you go to a doctor, the doctor will say that's very good for treatment. It has a low number of side effects.
Compared to the other ones.
I do not know why they're saying this, and I had several doctors who were telling me that. And I mean, it's it's for people who have depression, yeah. And one side effect is in increased um, number of suicidal thoughts,
Oh my gosh.
increased likelihood of suicide.
So that kind of goes against what we're trying to achieve.
Yeah. So actually, what's happening with this is it first increases your activity, and if you're really sad and depressed, and it increases your activity, it, you have suddenly the energy to commit suicide, and at a later stage, it it helps you to feel better. So the first 2 weeks, you need to take care that the people don't commit suicide if they are already at the stage where they are thinking about it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So it has its own brings its own complications.
Yes, exactly. So as I said, you can do this at a severe stage for not more than 6 months. After 6 months, all studies say then then it becomes worse. Worse with getting getting on without it at a later stage, uh, and worse with the side effects and everything. You know?
Hmm.
I
Okay.
I also felt the side effect for feeling drowsy, kind of this.
Hmm.
Yeah, so this kind of feeling that yeah,
It
you know,
pacifies you. Okay.
yeah, not pacifies me. So always when I was active, physically active, doing sport, um, then yeah, I felt drowsy, like everything's moving
Oh
around.
my gosh.
Yeah, but the everybody feels different about this.
And what? Just back. Just a question for you, Gordon, because you mentioned the diet plan there. Um, One thing you mentioned that you did previously was the fasting side of things.
Ah, sorry, yes. Um,
Is that an important part of this?
it is important part, and it was very useful for me as well. The question is just
That obviously
what
takes a lot of routine, right?
what's the condition of your mom? She's healthy. She has a bit of body fat, or
Yeah, yeah. I mean, don't look at. I mean, I'm I'm the slim one of the family, so
okay,
so yeah, she does. Yeah, she's healthy. Yeah.
okay. Um, it was very helpful for me. Um, for a 70-year-old lady. depressed, yeah, I would rather go with first doing this what we were discussing,
Mm-hmm.
um, and then I would suggest her to talk to a GP as well about this.
Mm-hmm.
So if she's getting soon an appointment, she should ask the GP if he thinks that she's healthy enough to do fasting.
Right. Okay.
Yeah? All GPs will have their own idea about if fasting is good or bad, and they will tell her. Yeah? A lot of people will tell her, okay, just take these pills and you're okay again. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
I can just give my recommendation. Yeah? So he will maybe say, okay, you shouldn't do fasting. That's ridiculous. Whatever. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Important is he should examine her and should say, okay, you're healthy enough. There shouldn't be any health risks.
Right. Okay.
Yeah?
Fair enough. Well, I might actually do your fasting myself. I might try it out myself.
Okay.
Ha.
Yeah. Okay. If you still have some time, I can talk with you about this as well.
Yes, please.
Yeah. So, but as I said, I would recommend her to first talk to the GP
Yeah.
if she's healthy enough, and then doing these steps which we are talking about first, that she's noticing an improvement.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And if she's noticing an improvement, if she's noticing, okay, it's definitely getting better. Not, I mean, when I was doing this, in particular with vitamin D and omega-3 fatty acids, I had the same effect like with this.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
I mean, you, the interesting bit is in that moment you start noticing that all these bad thoughts what you're having are not real. Yeah.
That's just it's amazing.
So because when you're depressed, you're absolutely sure that you have a real problem. Yeah, you're feeling depressed because this and that, and when you're okay, you just switch these thoughts off, and that's so fascinating. Yeah.
It is. It is.
So maybe she's getting to a phase stage where she feels better, and then I would maybe think about fasting.
Mm-hmm.
She can do two different things, and maybe depending on her situation, yeah, um, 100% fasting is maybe not necessary. Yeah, uh, the the pre-stage it's called uh, interims fasting. No,
Interim fasting. Okay.
exactly. So with interims fasting, you need to fast at least 14, better 16 hours a day. Yeah? Um, the basis for all this is a process in your body called uh, autophagy. Maybe we were talking about this, I guess, last time, where
Yes.
your body starts actually kind of digesting the body itself, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
kind of cleaning things
Yeah.
which are needed anymore, um, and kind of yeah yeah pushing out cells or any kind of substances in your body which is not anymore needed.
Mm-hmm.
And in particular, because of the cells, this is also very good method to prevent and even fight cancer. You know?
Mm-hmm.
um, so she doesn't really change her diet. Yeah, it's just that she's trying to eat only when you're talking about this 8 to 16 um, method. She's only eating within these 8 hours. Yeah, and the other 16 hours she only has water and tea.
So, 8 to 16 hours fasting and
Yes.
8 to 16 hours water and tea.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
Wow.
I'm doing this currently, and I started doing this after fasting, and I guess after fasting to start with this is pretty easy because you're hungry when you're fasting, and now I'm using a method where I know, okay, I'm going to get something to eat in 2 hours. Yeah, so that's easy. When you start with this, it's still kind of a challenge for yourself.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
bet. How many times would you do that over? How many days?
So the I call it, let's call it full time fasting. It's usually done over 5 to 7 days.
Okay.
Yeah? But for this, I need to tell you some more.
Okay.
For this interims fasting,
Right.
you can uh, yeah, integrate it in your day routine, as I did it. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Into
So
routine. Okay.
that's absolutely fine. Um, so what I'm usually doing is I'm eating between 1 p.m. and 9 p.m.
Hmm.
and the rest I just have coffee, tea, and water. That's all. Yeah? Here also important, um, you still have a life to manage, yeah. So you need to be happy. You need to enjoy life. I guess that's the most important bit, in particular when you fight depression. So if there's something going on, a ceremony, so party or whatever, yeah,
Yeah.
you should you should you shouldn't care about your diet. Yeah, it's similar when you're having a diet which cuts out sugar, and then somebody bakes a cake, and you still have the cake. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just that you don't have it on a daily basis. Yeah, same for this as well. If I'm going out during the weekend, and we have a kebab in the morning at 3 o'clock, and I don't give a shit. Yeah, that's just part of life. Yeah,
Yeah.
just trying to stick to this. Yeah, 80%, I would say.
Right. Just being
And
practical as well.
it's good. Yeah, I I felt definitely more energetic, and I could cut out sleep on a very high level. So I mean, before I was sleeping so much, up to 10 hours a night, up to 2 hours a day, and now I'm waking up without any problems after 8 hours.
Wow.
Yeah,
No, this is inspiring, Gordon, that you've
yeah.
done this.
But it's always important. I did a lot of things. Yeah, and some of these things work for me, but it's still in a very individual
Of
situation,
course.
individual person. Yes,
Yeah.
you can't be different to your mom.
Of course. What and how long did you do this interim fasting for? How long do you normally? What period of time do you do it over?
No, I just integrated it into my day routine. Yes, so
So it's permanent. You do it permanently.
yeah,
Okay. So you can do it for as long as you like.
yeah,
Okay. All right.
and it's good for me. I don't have any problems. I feel very energized. I mean, I haven't eaten since 9 o'clock, so 9 p.m. Yesterday.
Hmm.
So I'm without food for 15 hours. Yeah, and I'm okay. I'm slightly hungry, but I'm happy with my water, with my coffee, and then I'm going to have cereals later on. I have a specific mixture for cereals.
Hmm.
Um,
Okay.
um, yeah. So and the intense way of doing fasting is not more or less not eating at all. Yeah? For this,
The full time fasting.
yeah, the full time fasting. So for this, you usually have a preparation phase of 5 days around. In this preparation stage, you start cutting out sugar, for example. By the way, does she eats a lot of sugar?
Not refined sugar. So she'll eat these nectar syrups, but I still think they're not good for you anyway. So she'll eat nectar syrups and honey. She'll use that to replace sugar.
Yeah, this is
It's nectar syrup is not
that's
good.
just cheating on yourself.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, yeah. I told her just
The sugar is literally the same. Um, yeah, the fewer sugar, the better. It's actually
yeah.
the rule. Huh? the greatest mistake is mostly that people say, okay, I don't have sugar, I just have juice. Yeah? So juice is one of the worst things in regards to sugar you can do.
I
It's
suppose
a sugar bomb.
if it's if they use refined, if they use artificial sugar or refined sugar, right? Because natural sugar is more easily, for example, if it's dates, which is like sugary, or organic honey, organic raw organic honey, right? That's different to refined sugar.
One is fructose, the other one is glucose, yeah. But it more or less does the same with your body. If you're talking to some experts, they say, okay, no, there's some minor differences. Yeah, might be, but finally, it's actually pushing your energy level
Spiking it.
and your insulin level for around 20 to 30 minutes, and then it's crashing down to a level lower than before.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can even become kind of addictive to sugar. Yeah, psychologically addictive.
So,
I do not know to which stage it is, but sugar is one of the problems in society, which leads then to diabetes, to obesity, and so on. Yeah? So you can definitely um, manage your weight much better when you cut off sugar.
so what about in this perspective? Because she eats quite a lot of fruit, so things like mangoes, I know is one of the high sugar fruits. Bananas are high sugar fruits. So when you say cut out fruits, sorry, sugar? Do you mean that as well?
Um, yeah, at least reduce it. Yeah.
At least reduce it. Okay.
So um, these uh, 5 a day shouldn't be 5 bananas. Yeah? You
Yeah.
can have a banana, that's fine, as long as you have the entire banana. That's okay. Yeah.
Hmm.
So banana juice again is just having a lot of sugar and water. If you have a banana as well, it has a lot of fiber, so it has some nutrients for your body as well.
Right. So reduce that.
So
Okay.
if she has two mangoes a day, then she definitely should cut it. Yeah.
Okay. So
So particular, I think she's. How tall is she? What's her weight roundabout?
she's about 5 feet.
Damn it! Now you're coming along with stones, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. Um. Oh.
No worries. I'm converting it stones to kg. Say.
No, that's five. She's 5'6", and then she's kilograms. Oh my gosh! Now you're
No
asking
stones. Just saying in stones.
stones. Probably about 10 or 11 stone.
Oh,
Possibly 12 stone.
oh my God. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
mom. She's quite fit. She's
And what did you say? 5'6".
something like that. Yeah, maybe a bit taller.
Yeah. So she's almost. She's actually as tall as I am, and I believe she has less muscle, so more fat.
Yeah, yeah, certainly. I've seen your muscles,
Yeah.
so I've seen your muscles, so definitely, yeah.
Um, so um, so I wouldn't tell her, but she might be a bit overweight, right?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. So it wouldn't be bad to think about reducing sugar. Yeah. And also um, um, carbohydrates,
Yeah, so she eats lots of things like
rice.
yam, potato.
Yeah, potatoes are good.
Mind you, actually, no, she because of part of her sarcoidosis, she's cut out certain fruits and certain vegetables especially, because it kind of she knows it's kind of against her blood type. So yeah, yeah, I get your point though. Reduce sugar, reduce carbs.
Yeah. So
Okay.
what is actually not bad from the latest studies. I mean, latest studies means within the last 5 years. Um, Fat is not that bad actually compared to sugar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So they always said, oh no, don't eat fat and everything is light and 0.5% fat. No, fat is actually good. And she's going to have this omega-3 fatty acids. Yeah. So fat is not that bad. Um, sugar is actually the problem.
Mm-hmm.
So we usually have 3 to 4 times the amount of sugar we actually should have.
Right.
In almost everything is sugar.
Yeah.
So, for example, how does she have her tea? I believe
So
with honey or
honey or nectar, yeah, that nectar syrup thing, which that's just sugar. That's horrible.
yeah.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
she's if she can cut it, the problem with sugar is you kind of getting used at least or even addicted. Yeah. Um, so it takes her at least 2 weeks to get used to not to the taste without sugar. And then it's okay. I'm always having my coffee without sugar, and I'm absolutely fine with this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of enjoying this even more because I have a pure coffee taste.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it takes you 2 weeks at least until you say, okay, that's it. I can manage that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. No, I get
Um,
it.
so maybe think about this, and then yeah, um, fasting. 5 days of preparation, and this preparation phase, you start looking at your diet on a more uh, um, reflective way. So that's more getting into a mental state of fasting.
Mm-hmm.
So where you start cutting off specific things which are not healthy. So in particular, alcohol, smoking,
Yeah.
sugar, yeah, sometimes meat and so on. But that's more getting into mental state.
Okay.
And then you start fasting. Uh, Mostly, you start with cleaning your digestion system. Yeah, with um, I need to I need to I need to relocate to the UK. Forgetting
You're forgetting all the
all those
terms.
cap. Uh,
Is it with some sort of fluid?
Robert, yeah, laxative. Yeah,
Okay.
you use laxatives um,
Wow.
to empty and to kind of clean your stomach. Um, I don't really like that because I feel so bad afterwards. Yeah. The typical stuff what you're using for this is Glauber salt. Yeah.
What's it called? Lava salt.
Glauber. I don't think that Glauber is a name, so I think it's not um, translated.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Um, you need to measure it based on your body weight, and then you drink it with water.
Mm-hmm.
And depending on your um, um, sensitivity,
Mm-hmm.
it starts. Yeah,
Making you go to the toilet.
yeah, right. Yeah. And then I have done this once because my friend was recommending it. For him, it was okay, but for me, it was just
Instantaneous.
it was just a nightmare.
Explosive.
Pounds of
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
very intense. My body is very sensible. Yeah, sensitive. Yeah.
Sensitive is definitely, yeah, it's the word.
I always mix this up because in German it's actually the opposite.
Is it okay?
Yeah.
Sensible means
Sensible.
sensitive.
Sensible is where when somebody is yeah sensitive. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
so this is why I'm always yeah. Um, um, yeah, so you start doing this, and then there's different science about this. One well, what one part of the people say, okay, you shouldn't eat anything, yeah. So just water, tea, so different kind of teas, yeah, and that's more or less everything.
Mm-hmm.
I was going with this better than with the other one. The other one is you're still having very mild soup, yeah,
Right.
just mainly based on water and some elements, which gives you uh, around 500 calories a day.
Okay. Gosh, that's not a lot.
So these 500 calories and some vitamins and minerals are mainly for you to stay healthy and not to lose too much muscles.
Right.
Yeah? Because there are two different phases or three different phases. At first, you become hungry, yeah? And this is because your glucose level reduces. Yeah, so the directly available sugar.
Mm-hmm.
This is what's happening within hours. You notice every day. Yeah. After this, you feel kind of fine, and your body switches over to get energy out of your muscles.
Mm-hmm.
So out of protein. That's the next stage. And after around 4 days, your body again switches to burning fat.
Right.
Yeah. Um, and that's the moment when you lose fat. And usually, when you're done with everything, you have lost around 1 kg of muscles and 1 kg of fat and a lot of water and so on. So you lose up to 4 kgs.
So this is over 5 days.
Yeah, 5 to 7 days.
5 7 days, and you're doing 500 calories a day. That's all you're having a day. You're having tea or soup a day.
What I had, I just had tea. Yeah, I have done both.
Wow.
Um, the problem what I had is usually you're switching after 3 days. After the first 3 days are yeah a bit complicated because you start thinking about food all the time. Food is, and there are studies who say that food becomes as sexy as porn.
As what?
As porn. Yeah, yeah. You're permanently thinking about how you could fry a steak. Yeah, and then I'm buying the steak, and then I'm putting it into the pan from cold to hot.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, and you're so into recipes. Yeah, and you're talking with other people about what you want to eat. Yeah, that becomes so ridiculous.
Oh my gosh. Oh dear. Actually, I did a little fast, and I kind of got to that point where everything looked, even things that I didn't like eating, I wanted to eat them.
Yeah, it's like with the girls after 2 liters of beer, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
want to eat all. Yeah. So
Oh dear.
that's the first stage, and then after around 3 days, you have a very lifted mood. You feel energetic, um, and you're not feeling that hungry anymore. No? But the problem for me with having yeah some food every day was I didn't really get to the stage yeah, where I felt yeah not hungry anymore. And and for me I said it's because the digestion system doesn't switch off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? It still has something to do. But this was just for me. So some people go with this, some people go with that. Both people are happy. So it's more about yourself.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would say the having some calories a day is definitely the more safe version. Yeah.
I think so. Yeah. Yeah.
Um, I did is I had later on some tomato juice, yeah, because tomato juice had at least some salt, has yeah some taste, so I felt better when I had some tomato juice.
And when you were doing these fasts, were you taking the? Did you take the vitamin D and omega 3 after the fast?
After, yeah,
Right,
after.
right, got it.
I
Okay.
I did this before winter, and then I again did this after yeah after Carnival, so end of February.
Okay. So you were limited. You limited the 5 to 7 day fast, but the interim fast is something that you've just built into your life.
This is what I started afterwards with.
Right. The interim fast is part of your life by the sounds of it.
Yeah. Um. So with fasting, I did two other things as well. Or one is mandatory because after 7 days, and you should do 7 days. Even last time I did only six because time situation. Um. Oh, first, actually, doing these 5 days or 7 days, you should have some time off or at least not having the same pressure. Yeah. You should also from the third day do some exercise, mild exercise, yeah, but some exercise. And you should drink a lot.
Water.
Some, yeah, exactly. So water, tea, that's all fine. You can even have caffeine, even though I would usually try to cut this out. Caffeine is also something you should generally be a bit careful with because it just have a positive effect when you just apply it on a low and a very unfrequent dose.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Otherwise, you're getting to a tolerance level where you kind of need caffeine all the time, and you don't have the good effect. Coffee without caffeine, as it has with caffeine, has a very good effect from the health side, by the way.
Okay.
Uh, in coffee, there's a stuff inside called spermidine, yeah, which
Okay.
is initially found in sperm.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's something what is uh, initializing the autophagy in your body. So this what is also done during fasting. So
How?
that's in coffee, that's in apples, that's in uh, um, um, mushrooms.
Mushrooms.
Uh,
Okay. What's that
that's
word? Autophagy. How do you spell that? Auto.
uh,
Thanks.
come on. Where's it at? No, that's not it.
Okay.
Okay, go.
Aha. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Um, yeah. So you should during the fasting you should do some sport, mild sport.
Mild sport. Yeah.
Not being under normal pressure. So some people taking time off, uh, um, because what's happening during fasting is your perspective changes. It's kind of being under drugs. Yeah. Um, as I said, for example, one thing is you're permanently thinking about diet, and it becomes really fun. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you're thinking about what kind of recipes you want to try in the future and how you want to improve your diet, yeah, and so on. So that's interesting. You're having a very lifted mood. You feel good. You feel energized over a few days. That's very interesting because a lot of people who ever felt hungry stopped after 3 days, so they never came to the stage. So if you tell them, hey, fasting will give you a great feeling, they won't. They say no. I can't believe it. but it takes me 3 to 4 days,
Mm-hmm.
and this is why it's actually better to eat 7 days of fasting.
Right.
I was too short last time. I was 7, but
Right.
yeah, the lift a bit even more, I think.
So there's the physical and the mental side of things there. Yeah.
Yeah, so a lot of people then also use it for spiritual reasons, yeah, thinking about things because you get a different perspective.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Um, so maybe reading about a topic, yeah, something like that.
Okay. Okay.
And when you then start again, you usually start with the apple, and you need to eat this specific apple over an hour, something like that. It's some You need to understand your entire digestive system is switched off, so the fire needs to burn again,
Yeah.
and this takes up to 7 days until it's on full power again.
Right.
This is why you should have around 4 days for um, uh, uh, getting back to a normal diet again.
Got you. Okay.
For this, you better do some research. Um, there's several recipes about this after fasting phase. What you should eat. It's usually a diet which is very very high on fiber.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Um, Low on protein, and then um, adding more and more vitamins and minerals.
Right. Okay.
So there are a lot of recipes online. You'll find
Okay. Thank you. And you said there was something mandatory as well. You mentioned something mandatory. Was that the mandatory thing that you were talking about?
yes, exactly. That's
Right.
mandatory because if you start eating normally from the first day after fasting, you will have stomach cramps. It's something. It feels like you swallowed a stone. Yeah, it's so bad. It really feels so bad.
Okay.
But after 7 days of not eating, you're not that into eating anyway. Yeah, so you're not in a situation where you say, "Ah, I want to eat everything." Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
You're so happy about this apple, and this apple is fabulous. Yeah, yeah. It's so fasting is fireworks and with everything you have. Yeah. So the next 4 days, you will enjoy food on a complete new level.
Mm-hmm.
Just, it's just amazing.
Excellent.
And afterwards, I also started to do a digestion system overhaul, you could call. So I was focused on um, adding new bacteria to my tummy flora.
Okay.
That's called probiotica, and
Yeah.
then you have these prebiotica.
Yeah.
So one are the bacteria, and one is the food for the bacteria,
Mm-hmm.
which is mainly fiber.
Yeah. So prebiotics are the food, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
prebiotics and probiotics.
Okay. Okay.
Um, in particular, regarding the darm flora, the bacteria, it's difficult to do this with food. Yeah, you can have fermented food, so buttermilk, for example, is one of
Mm-hmm.
this.
Mm-hmm.
Sauerkraut, which is not that typically available in the UK, but
Pickles, like gherkins as well, you can use, right? I eat gherkins.
yeah, exactly. But the problem is mostly it has to be very fresh.
Right.
If it is homogenized, then they killed all bacteria and it's kind of useless.
So fresh sauerkraut. Mm.
Yeah, so
Okay.
that's a bit difficult to do this with food. So I would, in that moment, recommend to have tablets, yeah, capsules.
Prebiotic tablets.
Yeah, exactly. Because, but wait, it should be probiotics.
Sorry, probiotic tablets. Sorry.
Probiotics should be the bacteria.
Yeah, it is. You're right.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, probiotics. because you need a very, very high potency of these bacteria. Otherwise, it's just not going to work in the tongue. Yeah? Before the bacteria are going to die. Usually, you can also have a powder which you put into water, and then you activate these bacteria within 50 minutes in water, and then you swallow it. There are a lot of um, um, products on the market.
Yeah, there's a lot.
I
Yeah.
can give you the products I use.
Please. Yeah.
Um, and then with the diet, you do this. You try to increase the food for the bacteria, yeah, the prebiotics.
Hmm.
That's easily done with food. That's no problem. And because there's so much good and bad coming out of the digestion system in terms of diseases and health, the life, um, it's very good to do this once in a while. In particular, when you have antibiotics before. Antibiotics kill every bacteria in your tummy, in your body, including your tummy.
Yeah.
So then you can have some problem. But does your mom have any digestion problems?
I don't know. I don't think so. Not that I know of. But that's a good point you made actually about antibiotics. I didn't think of that. Yeah. It just wipes everything out, doesn't it?
Yeah, and it's pretty serious. Yeah, so in the past, doctors easily gave you antibiotics for almost everything, and they never told you that you get any problems. Maybe they not even knew. So you should actually have this down flora overall after every time you're taking antibiotics.
You
I had 2 times antibiotics, and I created a very, very bad condition. I needed to go into um, um, API, was it emergency?
really? I know what you mean. Yeah, I can't think of what you mean, what the term is, but
Yeah,
emergencies. Yeah, accident and emergency
yeah, 3 times. Yeah.
because of the antibiotics.
Um, no, because of my digestion system was not right.
Oh my gosh.
Um, without anything, I started throwing up, puking, having cramps, lost consciousness, had diarrhea. I mean, it really felt I was giving birth. It was the worst pain I ever had in my entire life. It was incredible.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And then I have done this digestion system. Yeah. And since then, I had not eaten a single food. And I was in emergency 4 times before, every 3 months, over a year.
Oh my gosh, Gordon. Flipping it. You mean while I've known you?
Um,
Even
no, no, no,
before?
before. I
Okay.
was doing this treatment in March 2014. Yeah,
Right.
and from 13 to 14, I had this problem.
Wow. Yeah, I never even thought. Cause I mean, they prescribe in this country. They do prescribe antibiotics very easily. It's very easy to
Yeah, I
convince
had to
doctors.
take antibiotics in Germany before. Yeah.
Right.
But no, but I went to a doctor and I told them I have stomach cramps every 3 months and I need to go to the emergency to see a doctor on emergency in hospital. And they said, yeah, that can be normal.
Yeah, really. Oh my gosh.
Genius.
Irresponsible.
And then I have done this with the Tommy Flora, and since then, no single incident. It's so fascinating, yeah.
And I suppose with it, when you increase your tummy flora, then all other things as well improve, don't they? You know, in terms of your immune system or
Yes, yes,
your
yes.
immunity.
Your tummy flora has effect on it. Yeah. The problem is always you can't say what's improving because it depends on what is currently bad in your system. Yeah.
Hmm.
So a lot of autoimmune diseases, so allergies, so on, coming from the wrong flora. Um, it can be obesity, and it can be high blood high blood pressure. Um, it can even be depression.
It's amazing.
Uh,
Because I've started to get my. I mean, that's the thing with children. It's very easy to get. You go to the doctors. Kids are sick. Here's some antibiotics. So I'm doing what you're doing with the children is trying to boost their flora in their stomach in a natural way, and that they don't get as much in terms of colds and sickness. It's they're much more resilient than they used
yeah,
to be. You know.
that's a very big part of it. So your entire immune system is actually depending on that.
Hmm. Hmm.
And one part of it also, I mean, your down flora can have a reduced number of bacteria, but that's not the main problem. The main problem is that it doesn't have the diversity of bacteria.
Right.
Yeah, and this comes on the one hand from um, yeah, antibiotics, but on the other hand also from a wrong diet. Yeah?
Okay.
So if you have a very um, selective diet, yeah, so just a few things what you eat, then you just have a specific bacteria in your stomach, and this
Right.
causes problems. Yeah, and typical problem is also when you have too many, when you have too much sugar and too much carbohydrates. Yeah, then you have specific kind of bacteria which are less helpful.
Got you. Okay. Yeah, this is something I need to work on myself actually, in terms of my own digestive system.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't cost much; it just costs a few pounds. Yeah, and it's not much of a deal. I I guess it's best done together with fasting because your entire system is
Clean it out.
clean, yeah, and then you start doing a refurbishment.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, makes
Doesn't
sense.
cost you that much. It's just the effort, yeah. So,
Yeah, yeah. This is good for me, I think.
yeah. And actually, not eating over 7 days saves you a lot of money as well.
Yeah, yeah. Can you imagine? So I might even involve the children as well. No, this is good. Yeah, yeah. If you could let me know what sort of things you're using for your pre and probiotics, that would be cool.
Yeah, I'm going to send you this over. There
Cool.
were three different things what I got. It was also an expert. I mean, I was talking to, I would say, 10 experts over the last 12 months. Yeah? So
Really?
it's not always the same. Yeah? It's always from a different part.
Oh, okay.
Um, and she was giving me three different things. Um, first, it was kind of stuff which is um, kind of tidying up your stomach. Yeah,
Hmm.
reducing bad bacteria, helping others. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
And then she gave me two different things. One is probiotic and one is prebiotic.
Prebiotic. Okay.
Yeah, so both together.
Ah, okay, okay.
Uh,
And you've noticed the change.
um, yeah, this was done after my last fasting, and as I said, since then I feel more energized and I don't sleep that much anymore. It could be, yeah, due to this as well. So and now I changed actually two things. I've done this, um, yeah, Tommy Flora treatment, and I changed to interval fasting.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna try this myself. I think my sister will be interested in this as well.
Yeah, as I said, for for a healthy person, so means somebody who is not into severe pain or absolutely not in shape, fasting is not a problem at all. Yeah, everybody can do fasting.
Hmm.
So you won't collapse or something like that. You
Hmm.
just have a few days where you have less energy and a few days where you have more.
Right.
And 7 days you can easily be by home. There are treatments which are supported by doctor and expert, where they last over 30 days, even longer.
Wow.
But then you definitely need supervision. So beyond 7 days, I wouldn't do anything.
No, I think start small and then grow. Okay.
But that's will already feel the effect. You feel better. You have a different perspective. You will get a lot of things out of it. So,
No, you should document this, Gordon.
yeah, but in which way? Because it's so much, and you usually need a specific case, right? Or you mean as a case study for my last 12 months, something like that.
Definitely. I mean, I think you should. I mean, maybe document it, share it somewhere, and see what happens. I mean, I mean, it's a project in itself because it depends if you wanted to sort of make something of it. If you wanted to be not necessarily a guru, but if you wanted to be help people out who had depression or people who are just looking to. There's different things there who are looking just to sort of clean up their system and their gut. There's several different things that you could do, and it depends on
Yeah,
your end goal.
I'm I'm just I mean, because I've done so much research. Yeah, I've seen so many people which are just telling bullshit. Yeah, it's just amazing how much bullshit you read when you're looking into diet and medicine and so on. And because it's very difficult to have something which is generally applicable, I'm just careful with what I'm saying.
Right.
Yeah? It helped me. Uh, this was for my specific situation and for my specific body. It maybe helps others, but it's still on a kind of a burrow stage. Yeah, it's not science.
Yeah, and I think you obviously you put that disclaimer in there. These results vary from person to person, etc., and all those kinds of things. But no, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I mean, I would be more than happy if you can share the results. Yeah, I'm more than interested.
I definitely will.
And let's chat over your experiences, so maybe you can add some information which are not currently present or we didn't talk about.
Well, I definitely want to because I mean this should be everyday stuff. To be honest, this is like vitamin D is obviously there's a scarcity in vitamin D in people's bodies that they don't know about. For example, so for me, I would like to probably make myself a case study and put it out there and see what happens when people
Yeah,
read it.
with vitamin D, by the way, just comes to my mind. Um, in particular, when your mom takes high doses of it, she might want to think about taking magnesium as well.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Um,
Where's that one? Yeah, you mentioned that last time. Yeah. Where is it? Magnesium plus magnesium. Okay. Thank you.
um, there are several different, yeah, kind of magnesium. Um, if you take magnesium citrate, it might be a bit easier for the digestion system. Yeah, but it just peaks for a short term, for a short time, and then it's digested.
Hmm.
So the magnesium score goes down and then goes down.
Okay.
Hi, Mom. Ich bin gerade am Telefon. Kannst du mich in ein paar Minuten anrufen? Ja, klar.
It's okay. Okay.
For me, magnesium oxide works better.
Oxide.
Oxide, but with magnesium oxide, it creates uh, it stays in your digestion system for longer.
Right.
But it sometimes creates some complications for people who have very sensitive digestion systems.
Right. Okay.
So you can try this out. It's usually also the cheaper bit, but increased score of magnesium for longer time period.
Okay.
Can you still see me? Because we
Yeah,
are discussing.
I can see you.
Yeah, because vitamin D increases the um,
Ma- Magnesium increases vitamin D's effect,
yeah,
right?
it increases the um, oh,
Excuse me.
absorption. Yeah. It increases the absorption of calcium, and
Right.
calcium and magnesium always need to be in balance. Because of the increased absorption of calcium, we should add some magnesium, in particular when we are at these high doses of vitamin D.
Right. Yeah, that's one thing I need to get actually myself. Magnesium citrate or oxide. Okay.
Um, Usually 200 milligrams are sufficient, sometimes even up to 400 is possible.
Okay. Brilliant. Excellent. Gordon, thank you so much. Thank you. I might try and write this all up actually. Write these notes up and make it all nice and neat and pretty.
Yeah, cool.
Um, but yeah, keep me posted on how you're getting on with, or what stage you're up to with your lead
Yeah,
generation.
still doing my research.
Yeah. Okay.
Um, and yeah, I see if I can send something over today. Otherwise, I'm going to be on holiday until Tuesday, and then I'm going to try to get this done next week.
Okay.
Um, are you free over the next 2 days over Easter, or
Sorry, say that again.
are you going to be free over the next few days?
Yeah. Yeah, we're just booking some time.
No, because I mean, if I'm on holiday, I maybe can get something done today, and then I can send over the um, the competitor analysis if I get something done,
Okay.
so you can at least have a look.
Yeah, I think that would be useful. It would be useful just for to have a look. Don't put pressure on yourself.
No, no, no,
Yeah.
no, no. That's fine. I'm trying to get something done today.
Okay. Do that then.
Okay. Wish you all the best.
Thank you
I'm
so much,
looking
Gordon.
forward and interested about your progress, and let's talk about this 3 times more when you're doing something.
Yeah, I'll be sure to keep you up to date. Really will because it's
I'm in particular interested about your mom. If it's really helping her,
yeah.
would be awesome. As I said, for me, it was a game changer.
Well, seriously, this has been a part of mine and my sister's life for the last 5 years. We've been trying to figure out what to do. So I will keep you posted. It's like I said, it's part of my everyday life. So definitely keep you up to date with how we get on with it.
Cool. Okay. All the best. Have a great day.
You too, Gordon. Nice one. Bye bye.